Hello there guys, and welcome back to another update video. It is December 1st, 2015. This is the last update video of the year for those who are kind of lost in their months. So anyways, we are going to cover some updates from November. Again, if you are new around the channel and have no idea what the hell this is our monthly update video. The first of every month I try to do an update video, cover things that went on in the past month and things that are coming up in the month coming up. Monthly update video. Good, work with me here guys. Alright, so anyways, now that everybody's on the same page, we're going to go through some quick updates, get everybody on track to have an idea of what's going on for the rest of the year, and then I'll go over some of the Pearl Harbor stuff for those that want to hear a little bit more about that. That way we can kind of separate the group here a little bit. But anyways, while I was out to Pearl Harbor, I had pre-uploaded some videos I did with Andy Izyoda. We did some suburban house makeovers. Those that followed the Let's Build Suburban House, I had about 8 or 9 episodes of that. Stumbled there toward the end and put it on the back burner. Have been trying to do something with Andy for several months. Actually, the beginning of summer, him and I started talking and just couldn't get our schedules lined up right. Finally got 2 afternoons, I think, or an afternoon together to get all those episodes done. And he put together a really good team of builders to go in there and finish decorating out the house. Now, it didn't have the full basement, which is fine. No big deal. Still turned out really good. And it looks like most of you pretty much enjoyed that series. So we'll probably try to do another one of those sometime next year, first quarter. We've got to start the suburban house builds back up again, and I'll get into that here in another minute or two. But anyways, so we had 5 episodes of those that were already pre-uploaded and went out to the sub boxes while I was out in Pearl Harbor. So when I came back, I had a lot of commenting to do back. Before I left, we had the the Avengers Helicarrier, and I guess I should have called it the Hell Scarier, because it seems like I scared the shit out of some people. I'm not quitting Minecraft, guys. I was just kind of talking about where Minecraft is as a game in general. I did have some concerns about where they were taking it. Now I've read that Notch is taking some fucking time off because, God forbid, he put too much fucking energy into the combat update, which is postponed until next year now. I just read something on that too. So whatever. Anyways, had some personal concerns with the game in general. Not that I was quitting Minecraft, because there's a lot of stuff that I want to build personally in that request video. I can build off that request video for the next 20 damn years. Which I do want to touch on that, guys. I still go over there, and I'm still keeping track of everything that's going on over there. I still have the main list that I showed several update videos back that I want to try to work through first, because those are still the most popular builds. So keep putting the requests over there. I know it's probably a long shot at this point, but it's not being ignored. I still go over there and kind of catch up with what's going on, and try to keep adding things to the upper list of things that I want to try to get done for next year. So yeah, a lot of plans for next year. So anyways, we had those 5 episodes. We had the Hell Scarier. We had a texture pack update right before I left. And then I think that was pretty much it. I came back and uploaded all my stuff from Pearl Harbor. Arizona Memorial, Pearl Harbor, Bowfin, the tour of the battleship, and the luau, which was all that was just absolutely wonderful. And again, I'll talk about that after all the updates. Then we had a couple episodes of the Minecraft military airfield. Because like I said, when I come back, things were going to be a little slow until I could get things built back up again. But I did get a couple airfield episodes done, which was nice to get that started again. I had a lot of motivation when I came back to get over to the Missouri and work on the rebuild on that. So I did the Missouri Memorial because a lot of that was so fresh in my mind, so I got an episode of that out. and then did a bunch of stuff off camera. So we're going to kind of fast forward a little bit in episode 10, so which would be really cool. I got quite a lot done there, so we're going to try to start moving that one along a little bit quicker. Airfield is just going to keep going until it's done. That could be a long, long time. There's a lot to do up there, but I did get a bulk bunch of stuff done off of camera. So again, episode 25 will take a pretty big leap on the main entrance. Is pretty much done. Where we was just kind of starting it. I think we've only got 2 or 3 episodes of the main entrance. But I just want to get through and just get a bunch of that stuff done. So I just did that off camera. So that'll be coming up here probably next week. We should be able to sort them back on schedule for Fridays and Saturdays. So I got to work everything back into position. So anyways, we had that, and then of course my obsession with the Missouri. So I came back and got those knocked out, and then every other minute that I had free, I went back and I started working on the Missouri, because like I said, everything was really fresh in my mind. I had a lot of pictures, I had the video, and I was very highly motivated after seeing it in person, and man, it was so awesome. But anyways, so I spent a lot of time shifting things around and making them pretty much, that's probably the most accurate build that you're ever going to find of that ship. So really proud of that one, and you guys seem to really like that one too. And yes, I've talked about it several times. There will be a tutorial. I think I said maybe around February-ish, somewhere in there. Generalized right now. Like I said, it's a couple months out yet. We've got the Texas to do, and there were some people that were like, the Texas? Did you do the Texas? Yes. If you don't follow the update videos, you kind of miss stuff like that. I did mention it in one of the update videos back in September maybe. But yeah, I've got the Texas. The only thing I got to do with that is I've got to figure out the gun placements, because it spanned such a large era. It had a lot of different gun upgrades done to the ship, and I'm having a real hard time trying to figure out where those guns are, and what era that I want to build. The main part of the ship, like I said, I mean, you guys seen it, is done. It's just the gun placements. So like pre-World War I, there was no anti-aircraft guns on it at all, because I mean, the Wright brothers had just flown their first plane. I think a few years before the keel was even laid on the Texas. So there was no concept of, holy cow, we're going to get bombed at sea. So they didn't put any anti-aircraft weapons on the Texas. But then in I think 1927, they started putting some guns on it, and then it got another retrofit around World War II. It's the only ship to that's still in existence that has made it through both of those wars. But there's a lot of pictures out. Well, there's a lot of pictures out there of the memorial. Well, I don't really want to call it a memorial because only one person died on it. It's a museum down in Texas, obviously. But anyways, the pictures of that, it's a very, very dark gray, or I think they call it a Pacific blue camouflage. Basically, its last paint job during its last bit of service. So anyways, it's really hard to kind of see what's on the ship. I've watched some videos. I can, some of them I can make out, like the Bofors twin, and some of the 20 mils, and I think there might even be some small ones on there, but I can't remember. I'm trying to work all that out on the side. But anyways, it's probably going to be around a World War II type version, because all the older pictures are very blurry, and it's very hard to tell where all the 88 fucking guns are, as far as the smaller 20 and 40 millimeter shit, according to the wiki. I can find most of them, but some of them are pretty close as far as like your 50 cal and your Bofors. There's not really much difference in Minecraft of how big the barrel length is going to be, especially if it's a single Bofors. So again, I'm trying to work all that out. Anyways, I'm rambling, but I've got to get some of the stuff worked out on the Texas probably this month. That way I can hopefully break that one down and get that one for a tutorial in January. First January maybe. And then the hood. The hood's going to be a big one. It's going to be a rough one. I'm just now starting to tear that one apart. And again, it's a little bit at a time. Work's been really busy. I can't do shit at work on breaks like I used to. They're kind of cracking down at that, so I've lost a lot of time that I used to have on my breaks to work on this stuff at work. So time constraints are even tighter now, but I'm doing what I can, and the hood is coming. I'm hoping, like I said, again, late January, early February. We're going to nail that one, and the Missouri, somewhere right around that time frame. Again, it can shift. It can always shift. But I'm going to do my best to get that done in that time frame. Yes, my voice is getting deeper. I just got off of work. I'm tired. I got 2 more nights of work, and I slacked and didn't get this update video done 2 days ago on my days off. So I'm trying to get this done before I lay down and go to sleep. So anyways, that's pretty much the updates. That's what I'm going to be working on in December. We will get some airfields out, a couple here and there. On the weekends, the Missouri Memorial, which I probably should rename to Pearl Harbor Welcome Center now. Probably get some of those out. Maybe start the suburban house back up again. I've got another design. I've just got to kind of work that in and figure out where where I want to put that, and then I want to take the rest of the time to start tearing these other builds out. I want to work on the Texas and get that finalized, and I want to start ripping these things apart. So December is, I really want to concentrate on completing these builds and getting the tutorials done. So again, like I said, anticipate a slow time right now while I try to put a really good effort into getting these things caught up. So anyways, that is it for those that are here for the update video. Thank you very much. I really appreciate all the support this year. It has been wonderful. We may crack 40,000 by the end of the year, but I doubt it. We got close. I got 20,000 last year, and I got almost 20,000 this year. So we're still growing pretty steady, and we'll talk about all that at the beginning of January's update video. So those that are leaving now, again, thank you very much. I appreciate your support, and I will see you the 1st of January. Those that want to hear a little bit about the Pearl Harbor trip, I've got a few minutes. I'm not going to go in depth as much as I had really planned on doing, because I've been talking a lot about it in the airfield videos. I think I talked some about it, and episode 9 of the Missouri Memorial, I talked about it, and I showed some pictures. And then, of course, in the 2 Missouri rebuilds, I talked a lot about the Missouri build. So I don't want to go too much into those and just kind of wear everybody out on it with the obsession that I already had. So anyway, Pearl Harbor trip was awesome. It was just totally worth every penny. Had a great time. We left out of Charlotte Monday morning. It was raining. We connected in Phoenix, which was a rough landing. Actually, the whole flight was kind of rough. It was really bumpy. Phoenix was a really twisty, fucked up landing. I think the pilot was a little off, because we made about 8 turns and dropped about 2,000 feet in the last 30 seconds. It was a little fucking nerve-wracking. We had 53 minutes to get to the next terminal and connect to the next flight. By the time they parked, we got off the plane, and we got to the other side. They were already, to the other terminal, they already final boarding. So it was close. We got on that one, and then it was 6 hours out to Honolulu. Again, was a pretty rough ride. We had the headwinds in front of us, so I think that's why it made it, kind of a bumpy ride out. It was really neat. I actually got to kind of see the coastline of the Pacific Rim kind of disappear underneath us as we flew out, and then it was, like I said, 5 hours from there before we got to Honolulu. About an hour out, I could actually see the mainland of Hawaii off in the distance, which was really, really awesome. I'll try to post pictures, guys. If not, I am working on a photo montage that hopefully I will have done again sometime when I get to it. But it'll have, all the pictures. Like I said, if I get, kind of lazy and I don't put any pictures in this update video, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm really fucking tired. But I'll get them out. Like I said, there is going to be a photo montage of a lot of things that I took pictures of out there. But anyways, we touched on Honolulu. It was late. It was about 6:30. It was getting dark, so we didn't really get to see a lot of things. But from the next morning on, we got up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Kind of just moved around, got woke up, and headed straight over to the Pearl Harbor Welcome Center about 7 o'clock, 7:30ish, for 3 days straight. The first full day of Tuesday, we did. Let's see. Actually, we showed up a little bit late Tuesday because we was trying to plan everything out. I had things kind of pre-planned before I went out, but things changed once we got there, and I kind of knew they would. So we actually got out to the Pearl Harbor Welcome Center about 10 o'clock. Got the 10:30 Arizona tickets, which was really nice because it was not really that busy. So we got our tickets, got to go out and see the Arizona. Very, very heartfelt. A lot of inside emotions. A lot of thoughts, trying to imagine some of the stuff that was going on that day. Just like I said, real humbling, but very cool to to be there and experience it, and not through pictures. So that was really, really awesome. Came back from that and then spent the rest of the day, which was about 4.5, 5 hours, doing just the Pearl Harbor Welcome Center. And that's, of course, that's what I'm building over in the Missouri Memorial. So I wanted to see everything. I want to take pictures. I want to take a lot of video of that specific area. And we did. We hit every inch of the Welcome Center. And we did the Bowfin that day. We did the Bowfin tour. We hit the Bowfin Museum. Again, if you haven't seen any of these videos, they're back there. Look for them. Really, really awesome. But I'm sure that you guys that are still sitting here watching this have already seen them. But yeah, it's really, really neat to go on the Bowfin. I've been on 1 or 2 other submarines, but it's been a long, long time ago. So it was kind of neat to go back on another one, especially of that, that era. And they had it very, very well kept. And they're still, they work on it all the time, repainting and, fixing things up, whatever. But anyways, got all that, walked all the way through there. So like I said, spent about 5 hours. By the time we was done with that, it was about 5 in the afternoon, 5:30-ish. By the time I got back to the hotel, chilled in the afternoon, had some Mai Tais, and just chilled for the evening. Really nice view of the ocean, nice breeze. Weather was perfect the whole time. Never fluctuated 10 degrees day or night. It was like in the mid 80s, upper 80s during the day, upper 70s at night. It was just absolutely beautiful. From our balcony, I could see Diamond Head. Had a really nice view of Diamond Head the whole time we was there. Didn't make it over to Diamond Head. By the time we, had everything else planned out, that was kind of like a secondary thing. If we got to it, we was going to, try to get over there and climb it. By the time Thursday had got there, my back was pretty shot, and my allergies had hit like maximum 10. Not really sure what happened. Whether probably environmental change, it would be my best guess. Is it finally caught me on the 3rd or 4th day. But anyways, backing up to the 2nd day, which was Wednesday, we did the Missouri. We went over early in the morning. I had planned Missouri out for the whole day, to be over there all day long, and that's what we was going to do. So we went over about 9 o'clock, and we was over there again probably 5, almost 6 hours. And so it started raining in the afternoon. We was going to do the Pacific Air Museum, but we got a little bit of rain in the afternoon. It was getting late, and we didn't want to push it. Plus, we had pretty much spent all the battery power on all the cameras on the Missouri. So it was like, might as well go back and chill again at the hotel, and we'll finish it up Thursday. So anyways, had an awesome day on the Missouri. Plenty of time. Got to see everything that we wanted to see, except for the signing deck. And I think I explained that in one of the videos. Yeah, it was just, it was weird. We was there the whole time. I saw it. It was over on the other side. Every time we went to go on that side, There was it was starting to get busy. There was a lot of small tours going through there, and we couldn't actually get over to it. So it was like, well, we'll go over here and then we'll come back. Well, we went over here and we came back and it was busy, and then was like, well, we'll come back again. And then like the second or third time we did that, we just walked right past it, didn't even think about it, left the ship, and we was like, oh well, shit. Kind of an important part of the ship, but we missed it. But no big deal. It was fine. Like I said, again, I've seen the stuff in pictures anyways. I wanted to see the ship. The signing deck was not, on the top priorities of my things to see. Plus, I saw a lot of the things on the Missouri that most people don't. They pay the $25 to go on the ship, and they do just an above decks type tour. And then I think on the second deck down through the mess decks and stuff like that, where I actually filmed. That's part of your self-guided tour. We took the Heart of the Missouri, which was extra. It's more exclusive. It's more private. There was only 4 of us, me, my dad, and another couple. And it was like a 2-hour private tour of the inside belly of the ship, basically battle stations. Broadway, all down through there above the engine rooms. It was awesome. It was just really, really cool. And I didn't really want to film all that because, again, I wasn't sure if I'd have enough battery for it. And plus, I wanted to listen. Our guide was very, very informative, and I wanted to learn. So I kind of kept the camera to the side and snapped a few pictures here and there, and basically just, it was kind of my time. And then as soon as we got done, then I filmed everything else that I thought that you guys would be interested in too. So anyways, that was an awesome day. Finished that up again, back to the hotel, drank some Mai Tais, chilled for the evening. Got up Thursday, went into the Pacific Air Museum, which was about an hour and a half. A little disappointed. From things that I saw, things that I read, I thought it was going to be a little more in depth, a little more, not really exciting, but I thought I would have enjoyed it a lot more. I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy it, but it was okay. I did get some pictures. I didn't get any video of it. We got done with that actually the night before. I forgot we did the luau on Wednesday night. Yeah, so we didn't chill Wednesday evening. That was the other reason why we went back early and we didn't do the Pacific Air Museum, because they were picking us up at 4:30 to go to the luau Wednesday night, and we'd just been fucking excited about that, since we planned it. But anyways, it picks up at 4:30. There was 2 routes going over to it. It was on the other side of Oahu. And the main road going that way, they had an accident and was blocked off, so we had to go up through the mountains, which was like an hour and 20 minutes. And so everybody went that way because the road was blocked off. That was the only other way to the other side of the island. So traffic was unfucking believable. But the guide on the bus, he was super awesome and funny. We got to take a few pictures. Got off there, had the luau, got there just in time to eat, and it was just an absolutely fantastic show. I've never seen one, but I would say that's the best one I've ever seen. It was really, really cool. Again, if you haven't watched that video, at least check out like the 10-minute part one. There's not a lot of views on it, and I understand why people are like, it's a fucking luau. Guys, there's women in it. Girls, there's dudes in it. So yeah, there's a little bit of everything in it. At least watch the 10-minute one. That one has the fire show at the end, where they light the batons up and shit, and 2 of them are 3 or 4 year in a row world class fire spinning professionals. I mean, they were just fucking spot on. Just really, 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 really cool. So anyways, we did all that, went back, and then chilled and went to bed. Again, every morning got up about 5. Did the Pacific Air Museum on Thursday. Now, Thursday rained. We did get some rain on Thursday, kind of off and on, spotty, which we had planned, anything indoors we was going to do on Thursday, shopping and stuff like that. So that's what we did on Thursday. And then Friday, we had the helicopter tour of the island. It was an hour flight around all of Oahu, and we got to see everything. We got to see aerial view of the Missouri, Pearl Harbor, all that. Got to see Whitman Air Force Base, North Shore, the Marine base, everything. We got to see everything. Like I said, I'm tired, guys. Things are probably not sounding right. But anyways, we got to see the whole damn island. It was really, really, really neat. Got to see where they filmed Jurassic Park. And it was just first time on, and I want to say it's first time on a helicopter because I've been on a helicopter before, but it was a twin jobby, and it was totally fucking different. This was a little bit smaller. There were 6 of us. There was 3 in the front, 3 in the back, and it was pretty neat experience. Had a couple little, I don't think I like that moments, but it was really, it was worth it. It was awesome. Got some pictures of that, about 100 pictures I snapped. So again, I'll have a photo montage of that somewhere. And then we got up Saturday, walked down the front strip for a little bit, and then came back, checked out 11, and then had a long flight back. Flew back to LAX. It was through the night. We had the red eye, so we left Honolulu at like 6:30 at night. LAX sometime in the middle of the night with all the time changing, it was like midnight, 1 o'clock, and then back here in Charlotte at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So by the time I got back, I was hurting from holding the camera out like this for 3 days. I had fucked up my back. That's why I said Thursday some shit hit me and I didn't feel real good. My back was hurting real bad, and like I said, and then my allergies went through the damn roof. So I don't know what happened, but I did not feel real great the rest of the time I was there. So by the time I actually got back to here, I was sick. I had a head cold. I just felt fucking miserable, and I was pretty much like sick, just fucked up for like 2 or 3 days. And I had like 3 days off before I went back to work, so I didn't get nothing done. I laid on the fucking couch for 3 days. I popped some fucking medicine, and like the day I went back to work, I was like, fuck, I feel great. All of a sudden I feel okay again. So that's just an environmental change or something anyways. But my lower back still fucking hurt, from holding that camera, and it still hurts today. And it's been several weeks, so I think I'm going to have to go to the massage therapist and have her just get right in there and work some shit out. But the luau too, I held my phone. I think that might have been at Wednesday night. I held my phone. That was on the iPhone 6s, guys. I filmed that. It turned out amazing. But I sat like this, and I had my elbow on the table, and that's how I sat for an hour and a half. And I moved a little bit, when I was stretching. But man, that video come out just as steady and as clear as if I had it almost on a tripod. I was really impressed that I held it that long. But yeah, my back paid for it. It sucks. So anyways, like I said, I got back and had to go back to work. So I didn't get a lot done. But anyways, that was a trip to Hawaii. If you ever get a chance to go out there, there was people from everywhere. Fucking Australia. There was people from London. Everywhere. We talked to on the tour buses and shit. It was, I didn't realize people came like that far. I thought we had a long flight. Some of them other people had a really, really long flight. But anyway, got a lot of souvenirs. You've probably seen it the whole video. I've got my Missouri hat on. I've got me a Arizona hat, and I got me another Arizona hat, and that was with a shirt. It's a brown shirt. It says Pearl Harbor on it. It's got Arizona in the back. Really cool shirt. And I got 2 Hawaii shirts. One says Waikiki, which is where we stayed, and I think the other one says Honolulu on it. I can't remember. And then I got a couple pictures, an aerial view of the. I'm looking back because it's over here. I got to get a shelf, and then I'll get some pictures. Maybe I'll montage that up too. But anyways, I've got a real nice picture of Missouri. They're like little plaque type things. And then I got the Arizona. I've got a souvenir bottle, like a water bottle from the Missouri. We've got another thing from the bowfin, and that's wrapped up inside of this tube right here. It's like an old World War II type newspaper, and it's got me and my dad's picture on the front of it, in front of the bowfin. And all the articles around it are from like World War II, which is kind of cool. Again, I'll get a picture of it when it's wrapped up. I don't want to like unwrap it until I get a frame for it and stuff. And that's pretty much about it as far as souvenirs goes, because everything was expensive. I spent a lot of fucking money. But like I said, it was worth every penny of it. And that was the big one that we wanted to get out of the way and see. Next year we want to go and start visiting some other ones. We want to go to Texas. Again, I want to see the USS Texas, and the Lexington, I think, is down there. I think it's that. No, that's what I said. And then we want to work up the coast, up in New York City, and see the Intrepid. Maybe drop down and see the Jersey. And there's some other ones on the list too. Smithsonian. We want to go see that. That's on our list. Not all next year, but over the next year or two, we want to start knocking out some of these museums and ships. Be something, for me and Dad to do, be pretty damn cool. So, anyways, that is the plan. Anyways, that's it. I'm done. I gotta get some fucking sleep because I'll still have to render this out and get it ready for tomorrow because today's the 30th. So, anyways, I'm going to bed. So, anyways, thank you guys for everybody that shared the trip with me on Twitter. All the pictures that you liked and favorited and retweeted and got involved with questions and some of you like, oh, I know where that's at, or this and that. It was awesome being able to share that experience with you guys, and thank you very much for being a part of that. But we're gonna take a break from it all because that's pretty much what everything's been has been going on for the past month and a half, and I don't want to just burn everybody out on it. But I did want to talk about it. Those that didn't follow me on Twitter in the comment sections of other videos have been asking me how the trip was and all that kind of stuff. So I want to take the time and tell you guys how it was. It's fucking awesome. Something I'll remember the rest of my damn life. But anyways, that's it. Hope everybody celebrated Turkey Day, had a great Turkey Day. Mine was great. Thank you for those that asked. Christmas, it's coming up. Hope everybody that has a good Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate this month, or anything other than that. I hope you guys enjoy whatever you celebrate this month. Have a safe holiday and a happy New Year. Don't drink and drive. And I will see you guys the 1st of January for another update video, and we will cover yearly stuff. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for all the support this year. I really appreciate it. Love you guys, no homo, and we'll catch you at the beginning of next year. Later.